Hello, hello. Who's ready for a new powder from Tom Ford? I think I am. Yeah, I think I am. It's been a while. Today I'm going to share with you the newest addition to Tom Ford, the Architecture Soft Matte Blurring Powder. Blurring powder? It's a big claim, would you say? I'm going to share details with you. We're going to try it out a couple of different ways. I'm kind of curious. We need to know. Let's check it out. Happy Tom Ford Tuesday. How are we? Happy Tuesday, or whenever you're watching this. Hello, hi. I hope you're having a great day. And it's going to be a good week because we say so. Let me share the details, the descriptions, the claims, the description of this new powder from Tom Ford. And then let's get into seeing how it looks, how it performs, all of the things. So first of all, 4 shades. I remember, if I'm not mistaken, previous powder was about the same way. Let's see. Is that powder still available? I will check in just a moment. Again, this is the Architecture Soft Matte Blurring Powder. I picked it up in the shade Sahara Dusk, which is number 3. It's said to be a super fine, translucent powder that sets makeup with a filter-like, diffused matte finish. That sounds amazing, especially after we recently tried that Prada powder, which I'm just going to tell you right now, you get first dibs on this, on this information. That's going to be in this month's favorites, hands down. I don't care. I'll let you know. But you know, who knows? Maybe this could be that amazing too. We'll have to find out. But let me not get ahead of myself. Let's continue. A cloud-like veil, the ultra-sensorial formula comforts the skin with spherical power. Who's writing this stuff? Oh, okay, let me stop. While spherical powders help control shine. Spherical powders control shine. Interesting. This powder blurs the look of imperfections with a soft, focused, matte finish, formulated with hyaluronic acid. This provides a smooth, seamless application. It is instantly mattifying to help control shine. It features a lightweight, breathable, soft matte finish and acts as the perfect foundation to create a seamless complexion. This is made in Italy. And what do we get? 0.31 ounces or 9 grams. And what's the retail? It's Tom Ford. I don't usually talk about prices with Tom Ford because we already know. We already know it's outrageous. So this powder retails for $95. So pretty much you can use it to set or you can use it to touch up. Cool. Traditional Tom Ford packaging. Again, I went with the shade number 3, Sahara Dusk. Comes with your Tom Ford sleeve. You already know how I feel about these. I hang on to a couple here and there just to keep my quad clean and for travel. It's up to you though. But you get one of those and here is the packaging. It's that traditional Tom Ford gorgeous packaging. Yes, please and thank you. Hold on, let's clean off that part and do that again. Okay, see, it looks pretty when it's clean. There we go. We've got a 12-month shelf life. Hello, camera. Will we work today? So 12-month shelf life, and those are all the details. Okay, and here she is. You do get a little brush, great for travel. I like the little texture that it's got on it. It's kind of cool. Now touching, it's very soft to the touch. Okay. Get close so you can see its texture and consistency. Okay, it's quite creamy. And remember, it said the hyaluronic acid is going to make it creamy and blend easy. Okay, feels good, feels soft. Okay, I don't think it's going to give me a cast. I think I did okay with the color. Because here's the thing. The next shade, it's too dark. It's too dark for me. I could use it as like a soft bronzer. But at this point, at this price range, you need to just be the most amazing powder in the whole entire world for me to want to do that. So here's what we'll do. I'm going to do one side of my face with a matte foundation from Tom Ford, of course. It's Tom Ford Tuesday. One side we'll do the matte foundation, one side we'll do the illuminating foundation. Should I do the stick on my forehead? Yeah, we'll do the stick on the forehead. Because, I mean, I say that only because a lot of times I go in with just primer and powder. I feel like that looks really pretty, really fresh. But for the sake of today's video, I will just do 3 different foundations on the face in 3 zones and share that with you, and let's see how it applies and looks and feels and all those details, all those things. And of course, we're gonna get nice and close. You know I don't hold anything back. So first thing I'm gonna admit to you right away is, as much as I love the brush, having the brush nice, cool, travel with it kind of gig, I kind of wish this whole thing was powder. I feel like it's such a small amount of powder. I don't know. I don't know. Anyways, let's apply the foundations. Again, I'm going to do 3 of them, and then we'll try out the powder. Hello, welcome a bit closer to my face. I'll have all my shade references and Sephora code listed down below. The reason I include my Sephora code is that code will give you the entire bits of foundations that I have a match to on Sephora. So there's that. But across the board in Tom Ford, I am the shade 7.7. Well, in the stick, I can get away with 7.2. The undertone is just, I like it. Okay. Also, I am not going to go in with my usual Tom Ford primers because I have the matte one and I have the illuminating one. And I figured, let's just stick to the basics. I'm going to use what I would normally use on a daily basis, which is my skincare as my primer. In particular, this is the Augustinus Butter, the Rich Cream. I have already applied this. It's had a little bit to sit and soak into the skin, so we're good. We're ready to go. I am 39. I have a very dry forehead. I have a normal to dry this area, and then this nose, and just right here is where I get the most oily. I mean, yeah. So I am a true combination skin girly. So let's first go in with the architecture, which is supposed to be the one that goes with this. But, you know, you do what you want, wear what you want. This is the Soft Matte foundation. Give it a good shake. And this one we'll apply on my right, your left. So do a pump and a little drop worth of product. I still use my spatula method for application. I really love it. I have great success with it. So if it's not broken, don't fix it. It's very simple. I'm going with my sponge. Next up, we're going to go in with the Shade and Illuminate on this side. So we're just giving that one a good old shake. Gonna do pump and a drop, just like I did on the other side. Oh, if you were curious about these two, you can now see them directly side by side each other. Because the Architecture Soft Matte is definitely that true, beautiful soft matte and finish. Although I have some personal with it, it's still a nice foundation. But Shade and Illuminate is my go-to one that I repurchase. Matte, illuminating. But you see the illumination on the Shade and Illuminate isn't anything over the top. It's still soft and pretty. I'm going to pick up whatever's left on the palette here and just build it right here on my face because that's where I have my little freckles that like to hang out. I want to put them all away. Now, what I am going to do is go in with the matte on my nose just because that's my oilier area. Just a tad on the nose. It's like I'm putting sunscreen. And then we'll go in with the Traceless stick on my forehead area. Now, Traceless stick time. I am going to pick this up on my brush and apply. You can't tell I'm wearing 3 different foundations. Well, I mean, obviously you can tell, but can you really tell? All right, again, we have the Architecture Soft Matte, the shade and Illuminate, and then the Traceless stick. What is this called? Traceless foundation stick on your forehead. So by the time I do my concealer and a quick eyeshadow look, because I'm just going to do like a one and done. I'm going to use Rose Veil because I just been having a moment with Rose Veil. Do a quick little eye look, do concealer, and then that'll give us time for our foundation to kind of just dry down, set in, and then I will go in with the powder, and we'll see. We'll see what she's all about. Curious here. I'm going to go in with my Shade and Illuminate concealer. Have you seen my concealer collection video? I'm very proud because I have decluttered one Tom Ford product in that video. As I blend this, I'm going to bring it up on my lids as well and use it as primer for my eyeshadow look today. So I'm just going to set my under eye and my lid, do my eye look, and then we will try this powder. I'm going to do my eye look with Rose Veil. This is one of the newer palettes from Tom Ford. I can't stop reaching for her. I really, really, really like this palette so much. And I really enjoy the ease and just, I love a pink eyeshadow, but they're not overwhelming with that pink. It's just such a vibe. And of course you can go in with a brush that's a little more fluffy and make it super soft one and done, which I've done a ton. But today I'm just gonna go in with the brown, do a quick little wash on the lid with a fluffy brush. And just a soft little look really quick. Just a soft wash. That's the vibe for the look. And then with my finger, I'm going to go into this shade right here. Look how pretty. And just put that on the lid. I'll go in with a pencil brush and pick up the shade that I put on the lid and just put a little something on the beginning portion of the lid so everything's cohesive and nice, but I don't want anything over the top. Just soft and pretty. That's the vibe today. I do go in with my cream eyeliner from Tom Ford, put that in a waterline, and a couple of coats of brown mascara. Tom Ford loves attention on the lips. I went in with my Dr. Dennis Gross lip plumper and I went a little bit above my line and you can see my lips. They're really red. But I'm going to do a little lip line and then my favorite lipstick, which you already know. It's 100-100. I'm going to go in with my Tom Ford fluffy brush, and this is what we're going to use to apply the powder. I am also going to try the powder brush that's included, but let's start off with the foundation we applied first. We'll go in order that way. Yeah. Filter like diffused matte finish. That's what they're saying we are to expect from this powder. So let's start off with this side. Let me get even closer because we don't hide anything here. This is my Tom Ford number 5 brush. Oh, very airy. Can you see? A little bit of kick up. So let's just set like I normally would with a powder. Okay. I'm curious to see how this is going to look on the nose, but one light little dusting of the powder. Here's how the skin is looking. Okay. Feeling pretty good. I don't feel tight or uncomfortable, so that's nice. Let me show you as I pick up the powder, the little bits of kick up that I get. Oh, there we go. So you can see it's an airy, very finely milled powder. Tapped off just a little. And I'm going to go on this side. This is the side with the shade and Illuminate. Okay. I feel like it's looking good. Color, thankfully, you know, we're not getting a cast. It's blending on nicely. Now remember, this foundation is a little bit more of a natural, luminescent, not overly dewy finish. Be curious to see how this kind of sets down with this one in particular. This one I'm expecting it to remain matte. This one I'm expecting just like a little bit of glow to come through. Okay. I don't look caked or powdery. Or do I? Uh-oh. I feel a little bit of tightness on this side, but I mean, we're double matting it. And this portion of my face is quite normal, and then outer is a little dry. So that's a combo right there. But let's continue. I'm going to go pick up more product. And let's go on the forehead. My forehead is the driest of the dry. Now, for the sake of trying the brush that's included, I am going to pick up and use that on my nose. Ooh. This picks up a lot of product. Keep that in mind. Just going to clean it off here on my hand. Definitely not the look I'm going for today, or ever. I like this brush. I mean, this is going to be a brush you do, if you have it with you, you'll use it. It does the job. But I feel it's going to add a bit more product than, let's say, what I've been using, which is more of like a fluffy, bigger brush. Okay. Get super close so you can see that forehead, because that's my driest area. This feels a little tight. But listen, that's to be expected. I went in with a matte and then a matte, double matted it. So I feel like if you have oily skin, or you want your combo area to be like, that's a good combo for you. Let me go over top with my other products, my other go-to normal powder products, and let's see how they play. Let's do bronzer first. You know this is my favorite blush. This is the one from the Love collection from Tom Ford. She's a go-to, it's a staple. It's what I normally use. We'll just go in with that. Everything's going over top nicely and feeling pretty good. This side still feels a little dry, but again, to be expected. I'm gonna double mattify over on that side. Rose Irise, which I just like this highlighter. It's still available. It's from the summer collection from Tom Ford. I just look at it on the skin. It's so pretty. It's not glittery and chunky. It's just nice. It's my vibe. I feel we've come together nicely. I feel everything has applied nicely. Everybody's playing well together. Obviously, it's Tom Ford Tuesday. We use majority Tom Ford products. But let me get even closer. Let's really take a look. This is our matte foundation side. And the nose. Can't forget that. I put the matte foundation on the nose, which I feel like that is going to keep my nose from its over oil production pretty good. Feeling pretty good about that. This side is our shade and Illuminate, which is a little bit more glowy, more healthy, natural kind of finish. That looks nice. I feel now that it's kind of set down, I feel like the finish is not as matte. This is like a true matte. This is a little more natural. I say that very sparingly. And then on the forehead is the stick foundation. And my driest area on my skin. How do I feel it looks? I think it looks pretty good. It doesn't look overly cakey or powdery because, you know, some powders can look powdery. I'm feeling good about it. Feeling good about it. I'm going to run and do some errands. And let's see how it wears for a few hours. I can't commit to a full day wear test today, but I can commit to a few hours of wearing it. So I'll be back and let's see how it does. Hi. So it's been about 3 hours so far, and I have to say that that feeling that I had mentioned when I first applied the powder to the side that was more matte, thankfully, it's all gone. I don't feel tight and uncomfortable. That went away. I feel that because my natural oils came through and the product was able to just settle in a bit more, it really, big difference. Feeling really great. I think it still looks really pretty too. I have this passenger princess mirror that has like light. So I'm just using it to check everything out. What I am noticing is around my mouth, which this is kind of, it's notorious for me. Whenever a product is a bit much, it looks like it around my mouth area. So other than that, I think it still looks pretty good on the skin. This is probably a product I would enjoy with a skin tint and a dusting, or skincare and dust it. I like using my products like that. But over top of the foundation, as instructed, is what we're doing today, and I'm sharing with you. But I'm at the 3 hour, a little over 3 hour mark right now, and I just wanted to check in and share those couple little tidbits with you. And I still think it looks pretty good. Matte foundation side, the illuminating side, the stick, and then around the mouth, you see? I don't like the way it looks around my mouth, but again, that's a me thing. It happens to me whenever I do certain products, certain ways. So that's how I know that you can get definitely carried away with this when this area looks like that. But yeah, I'll give it a little bit more time and then I will share with you how I feel. But so far, other than this, pretty good. Pretty good. Hi. What are we at? Almost 7 hours. I was able to get in 7 hours of wearing the new powder. So here we are. I'm just going to let the product speak for itself, and then I'll share how I feel about it. Okay, I just ate. I had a little snicky snack. I had a baklava. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm saying. The lipstick is all gone, but if you are curious about these liners, the eye and the lip, they are long wearing, especially in the waterline. And look, lipstick's gone. I ate. I drank. I drink out of a straw. Habit. Everything held up pretty good. Anyways, let's check out the face. This is the side we use the matte foundation, the shade and Illuminate foundation, and the stick. All right, a little personal space. I'm gonna back it up a little bit. And let's talk. Okay. So remember when I mentioned pretty early on in application that this portion where I did the matte foundation, it felt tight. The skin was feeling tight, which means it's drying. That went away. That went away actually, and it went away rather quickly. So that was a great, great thing. I feel that this powder is going to work really, really beautifully if you have true combo oily skin. It does a great job at keeping you very matte. All things considered, I have a very, very oily right here, my nose. And just right here on the center portion of my forehead, and on the occasion, right above my brows gets a little shiny. It's interesting. It's interesting how your skin changes as you get older, because I used to be a lot more oily. Now I'm a little more dry in the areas I used to be oily, but anywho, I'm getting off track. My nose area. The shine is coming through, but nothing like it usually would. I will give credit to the powder for that, and in combination with the matte foundation. That's a really matte foundation. It's not my favorite because it's a little too matte, a little makeup looking for me. But it's still a nice foundation. I just sheer it out a lot whenever I use it. I bought it, so I use it. You know, I'm already invested. I make the best of it. Today, my makeup look throughout the day, because I was constantly looking and checking, and I asked my husband, I asked my daughters, you know, I was like, what do you guys think? All came to the agreement that mom looked like she was wearing makeup today. Usually, when I do my daily, you know, which we're doing a Shop My Stas soon. I'm going to share my everyday makeup routine, so make sure you're subscribed. Whenever I do my daily makeup, I always look like me, and you can't really tell it's makeup. With this, it's a little bit more. I feel the powder makes me look like I'm wearing makeup. It's just a little bit more substantial. That could lean in a way of, oh, that's a bad thing, but that can also lean like, hey, what do you expect? It's powder. So it's kind of a slippery slope. But the claims of it being blurring and lightweight and the hyaluronic acid makes the formula this and that, I mean, yeah, but it's still a powder. I think it looks like a powder. I honestly like how it performed on my forehead the most, and I'm very shocked at that, and here's why. My forehead is the driest part of my face. I didn't have any tightness. I didn't have any heavy separation. It looks good. So I think also a big factor with this powder is going to be your foundation, your base product. Yeah. I think it's a nice powder. It's lightweight. It's quite actually got some pigment to it too. Besides that tight feeling I had, I really don't have any complaints about how it feels. And the reason I'm not really going to complain about that tight feeling is because it was very short-lived. It's not something that lingered. It went away. And it's been feeling great ever since. It doesn't feel like anything. It doesn't feel like a heavy powder. I do also want to try this on like a no makeup day, a very light makeup skin day, where you just do some skincare, do a little bit of concealer, do a touch of cream products, and then lightly dust that over with a super big fluffy brush just to lock everything and smooth everything over. I feel it's going to look really beautiful that way. But over top of makeup, if you're not careful, it can be a little heavy. Yeah, so currently at this particular moment, I'm very sorry, but I don't love this. And you know, it's funny, I didn't love the other one. I still kind of feel like the Prada powder is just so nicely performing that for the money, I have to say maybe check this one out. Look, you know I love my Tom Ford. But if it's great, it's great. And if it's not so great, hey, it's not so great. I've had my fair share of Tom Ford things that I didn't love. And you know I'm a Tom Ford girly. But I'm always going to tell you the truth and just share it all with you. But again, let me know what you guys think. Happy Tom Ford Tuesday. Thank you so much for letting me share this powder with you. At the moment, it's not my favorite, but that can change as I use it more and kind of give it another shot, give it another go, try it another couple of different ways. But you will be updated on it in our Tom Ford series. All right, guys, stay beautiful. I will see you soon. We got Shop My Stash coming soon and a bunch of other stuff. Okay. Bye.